Coach Sheldon Harrison. There never been no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. All right, all right. LDWMMAC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, so Beck Rawlings after beating Elena Caliendo, and shout out to Elena Caliendo for taking a fight against a veteran in Beck Rawlings. But the fight was winnable for Elena Caliendo. It was really, and I'm gonna talk about that fight briefly in this video. Elena Caliendo, she's immature. Okay, she's very immature, and I'm gonna say this because I like Caliendo. But I picked up on that, you can kind of tell, like even in Instagram, more so, I see training videos, but then I see a lot of videos of her doing just like a lot of just like childish things, like I see her, and it's because she's 21, man. She just turned 21, and at 21, man, they act like teenagers, man. They do. Like I think she's 21. But mentally, like she's 17, if you know what I mean. She gonna grow out of that, and she'll definitely get more serious because she got a lot of talent. And Beck Rawlings just came in, she used a lot of veteran moves, like she pinned up against the cage. Then Alita Caliendo, she tried to push Beck Rawlings up into the cage, and Beck Rawlings turned her, rotated Alina Caliendo over her hip, and got the fight to the ground. And Alina, she was looking like she didn't even know what the hell hit her. But let's talk about this fight right here, okay? If Beck Rawlings, if Heather Hardy takes this fight, Beck Rawlings is going to get the fight to the ground, okay? Beck Rawlings has a bit more experience in MMA than Heather Hardy. Heather Hardy's ground game is it's not there. And, when you have boxers that come into the game, they struggle on the ground. Unless, if you're a boxer that you've had a really good wrestling background, MMA is tough. Okay, I can't see Beck Rawlings losing to Heather Hardy. Unless Heather Hardy can catch her, hit her with a one-hitter quitter. But, I can't see that happening. Beck Rawlings, hell, she's the bare knuckle boxing champion. So, this fight's winnable. And Beck Rawlings called out somebody who is food right now. And Heather Hardy is food. Everybody and their mama, if they face Heather Hardy, they're looking at that Christina Williams fight. And y'all remember that fight, man, when Christina Williams, she literally disfigured Heather Hardy's face. I'm talking about mess Heather Hardy knows all the hell up. Beck Rawlings has been a character over the years, okay? Her MMA career hasn't gone the way she wanted it to. She's 8-9 in MMA. And it's just Beck Rawlings has just done a whole lot of crazy stuff, and wasn't taking the MMA as seriously as she should. Just doing too busy spending time putting up like these photographs, and and I think Beck Rawlings, I think she obsessed, man. I think she really is obsessed with photographs of herself, and she definitely obsessed with her damn vagina. Okay, because it's like she want to talk about it all the time. Okay, and she'll take photographs and. And people know what she's doing. Everybody know. You get more followers if, you show your vagina, you show your camel toe. That's just what it is. And if people know that that's what you're going to show, they're going to follow you, okay? Beck Rawlings know, okay? She know. She got, over 200,000 followers on Instagram, and that's what she do, It's her thing. She called out Heather Hardy, though, and this is a fight that she win, and I think she win it pretty convincingly. Heather Hardy just don't have the takedown defense to really deal with Beck Rawlings, okay? And Beck Rawlings not even, her takedowns aren't that great. Her MMA skills aren't that great, but she's been in the game long enough, and she's a veteran of the sport to exploit what Heather Hardy don't know, okay? I think Beck Rawlings, in her early 30s, and Heather Hardy, 36? So, it's a winnable fight. And we don't even know how much longer Heather Hardy is going to be in the MMA game or the boxing game. We don't know. Okay, nobody knows. Heather Hardy works hard. It's just, man, it sucks, man, because Heather Hardy could actually be a good mixed martial artist had she to started, I always say this, man, if you're a female boxer, okay, and this is one thing that I will give Clarissa Shields credit for. If you are a boxer, and if you ever think in your mind that this is what you want to do professionally as a boxer, then you box, you get your boxing in, but you start taking jujitsu. You start learning you start wrestling, okay? You start taking jujitsu, you learn how to wrestle. You do these things in between sessions while you're boxing. You do it in between, okay? Because as a female, you can make more money in mixed martial arts than you can in boxing. And also, too, in MMA, you don't have to deal with a lot of the politics to get the fights made. In MMA, if a promotional company wants the fight made, they're going to make it. I mean, look at the UFC. I mean, all the fans got to do is say, oh, we want this fight, and we get it. Now, I will criticize a lot of these companies like Bellator sometimes, and I'm always criticizing the UFC. But the one thing that I can never say is that you get the fights that you want to see when you want to see them, except for Cyborg versus Nunes 2. That's the only fight that I haven't seen that I wanted, okay? I've seen the first one, but they gave us Cyborg Nunes 1. They gave that to us. So we still, even on top of that, we can't say anything. So, I mean, it's difficult for Heather Hardy because when she gets in there with somebody who can take a punch and they can get close to her, they just take her to the ground, and that's what they're going to do. And that's what Beck Rawlings going to do. Okay, that's what she going to do. Notice Beck Rawlings ain't calling out no crazy ones, man. She ain't calling out no heavy hitters. She damn sure, and I wish she would have called out Kerry Melendez. But nah, she ain't gonna call out no Kerry Melendez. Kerry Melendez beat the hell out of Beck Rawlings. She ain't calling them out. She calling out these people that's food, like Heather Hardy. Okay? And she might, you never know, she might even call out Ava Knight. Okay, Ava Knight is food too. They don't have takedown defense. And unfortunately, the true mixed martial artists, they ain't gonna stand with you. You think Beck Rawlings gonna stand and trade with Heather Hardy? She ain't gonna do that. She ain't gonna do that. I mean, yeah, Beck has bare knuckle, but Heather Hardy is a seasoned, like a veteran boxer. Okay, this fight would go all south if Beck Rawlings chose to just stand with Heather Hardy. I mean, it wouldn't even be a fight. It'll be a complete, total annihilation, ass whooping is what we would get if Beck Rawlings stood with Heather Hardy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's a good fight on paper. I mean, of course, the weigh-ins, they're going to, take a lot of clothes off. They're going to show little to no skin, and they're going to, do what they got to do to get the fans aroused and get the simps aroused. They're going to do all of that in this fight. And when the fight happened, Beck Rawlings is going to take the fight to the ground. And it'll probably even be a boring-ass fight, okay? Yeah. I thought Beck Rawlings was much more exciting when she was bare-knuckle fighting. But you know what? The bare-knuckle fighting, there's no longevity. And Beck's hands was getting messed up, man. So, she kind of had to take a step back from that, man. And she said they was paying her well, but it's just not, there's no longevity in being a bare-knuckle fighter. So, yeah, you know what? It's a fight that Beck could win. And, of course, she want to take winnable fights. But you guys tell me what you think, man, about this fight. Who you think wins? I got Beck Rawlings by, submission. It's your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Support the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.